If you're a first-time car buyer or just somebody who has bad credit and you want to know how to get the best deal at the dealership, this video is for you. If you don't know who I am, my name's Billy. I'm a car buying expert and I love saving you money at the dealership. So why did I compare first-time buyers to people with bad credit? Well, typically people with bad credit got that way from a vehicle loan, and that was because they were once first-time buyers. The first thing anybody does immediately after entering the dealership, if they have troubled credit or they are a first-time buyer, is announce this to their salesperson. The person that works on commission is probably the last person you want to tell that you're coming in at a disadvantage. Now, I'm not saying every salesman, but a lot of salesmen will definitely take that and run with it. If they smell weakness, this means money. You've basically wiped out your chances to negotiate anything off the price because they're doing you a favor now just getting you approved. And don't even get me started on the approval because they're going to take advantage of you. If they know that you have bad credit and you know that, or they're a first-time buyer and you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to get the rate that makes the dealership the most money. In my opinion, there's no reason to tell the dealership my financial situation, my credit score, my down payment, or any of that information until I've got a car deal sitting in front of me, until I know what price I'm going to be paying. And hopefully you did your homework and negotiated that price. Definitely recommend getting a pre-approval. This will give you a nice reference point when you go to a dealership and make it much harder for them to take advantage of you. However, if you have troubled credit, you'll likely have to use the dealership financing. They will probably send you to a couple of subprime lenders they work with, and this will yield a pretty high rate. Just make sure to ask them, what's the buy rate? This is the rate they got and not the rate they told you. In the end, what your credit score looks like or how thin your credit file is if you're a first-time buyer shouldn't reflect what you pay or what deals you can negotiate. The only thing that should affect is your finance rate, but if you're smart, you should be able to still wrangle a pretty good deal. Of course, you can always bring a cosigner and some down payment. This will help you get the best interest rate possible. Remember, two wrongs don't make a right, so there's no reason if you have bad credit or thin credit as a first-time buyer to look for pieces of shit. Vehicles that are really depreciated, have lots of miles. The bank is simply going to say, no. They always rather you take the nicer vehicle if you can afford it, because that way if you don't pay your bill and they come to repo it, they have something to sell at auction that's worth something. Do you know any first-time buyers out there or people with bad credit that could use this information? Please hit that share button, and thank you so much for all your continued support.